Manchester United against Watford, Old Trafford, Premier League, Saturday. Another mammoth game for Manchester United, massive. We've got to get the 3 points in this game. These are the sort of games that so much this season have ended draws when they shouldn't have ended draws. But in previous games, I would say that a lot of these teams have made it really difficult and really parked the bus against Manchester United, but I'm not too sure Watford will. A lot of these sort of sides in the Premier League do park the bus. They may well still park the bus, but Watford aren't one that generally do park the bus. Along with Bournemouth, there isn't many, but a few don't usually park the bus. And they did beat us 3-1 earlier in the season, so we can't underestimate Watford. Plus, they've just recently beaten Arsenal away, which was a shock result. And then they got a win against Burnley, although Burnley had 10 men for most of the game, so you'd have expected Watford to have beat them at home. Manchester United obviously are going to go into this as favourites, but we've got to keep the pressure on the other teams. We're already going to know Arsenal's result when we play this game because they play early against Hull. So we've got to get the 3 points. And with Liverpool playing against Tottenham, it gives us a chance to make up more ground potentially if that's a draw or Tottenham win in the race for that top four with Liverpool. I think as the season progresses, I think we are going to get above Liverpool eventually. It's whether we can get above Arsenal in that race for the top four. I think Liverpool are stumbling too much, and I don't think they've quite got enough strength in depth to go all the way to get that fourth place. But you never know. But with Arsenal, I still think they're probably the favourites for the fourth place because we've got to go to Arsenal, which is going to be really difficult. It's never an easy game at the Emirates. They've only lost a couple this season, but we've got to get the 3 points in this game. Jose Mourinho may choose to shuffle the pack in this game with St Etienne coming up in the week. He's going to probably use his squad in some of these games, whether you call it resting or just squad rotation, because we don't always know what our best starting lineup's been at times this season. We've got players that could potentially start and other players that we're not too sure on. So it's a bit of a mixture at the moment. You know, we're not too sure whether Martial's going to start 1 week from the next. And players like that, is someone else better, playing better than him? So there's not really a set 11 for the whole season. You don't know the best 11. It's basically depends on the team that we're playing. I mean, with someone like Barcelona, you know their starting lineup, their forward three are always going to be the same in games. But Manchester United have a big squad of players that are pretty similar in levels of quality in certain areas. So we could see him shuffle the pack. Obviously, the main couple of players like Pogba and Zlatan will start, but we could see a few others given maybe a rest or just rotated, whatever you want to call it. But obviously, David Gea is going to be in goal. I'm hoping he'll go for Blind at left back. I can't see him going for Shaw in this game. Shaw will probably get some minutes against St Etienne or Blackburn in the coming week. We're hearing that Jones should be fit for this game, so it will probably be Jones and Smalling. Rojo, I'm not too sure if he's injured, come off last week, so he may be injured. We will give him a rest if he is. And then obviously Valencia at right back. It will probably be Pogba, Herrera and Carrick. Carrick was rested as well, so hopefully Carrick will come back for this game. We've got 3 games in the week, so we've got to use our squad well. Mkhitaryan will keep his place in the team, so I wouldn't expect a whole loads to change him, and he might make 2 or 3 changes. I wouldn't expect too many, but obviously Rojo will have to come out in one position. Mkhitaryan's got to keep his place because of his goal, for me anyway. He may not choose to put Martial on the other hand side. We will have to wait and see. It could again be Juan Mata. Juan Mata scored a goal. We'll have to wait and see. It could be Rashford. We don't know. He started with a 4-4-2 in that other game, so who knows what formation he's going for. I'm just presuming he's going for this sort of formation. And yeah, obviously Martial out wide with obviously Zlatan through the middle. He might not go for a 3-man midfield. We will have to wait and see. I'm not too sure whether he's going to persist with that 4-4-2. I don't mind the 4-4-2. Whether Rashford does play or not, we will have to wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't come out for this game. Martial come in, Carrick come in as well for Juan Mata, and then Rojo coming out, and we will have to wait and see. Jones coming back into the team. So that would be then 3 changes. I would expect 2 or 3 changes with them other games coming up in mind. I think he's using his squad quite well this season, Jose Mourinho. Some players may be a bit aggrieved they haven't got as much minutes, the likes of Luke Shaw and Martial. Lingard hasn't played a lot lately. And then you've got Bastian Schweinsteiger. But a few weeks ago, everyone was saying the same about Mkhitaryan. And then Rashford weren't getting enough game time. They're getting some game time now. So it's a long old season. We're in 4 competitions. You've got to use your squad. In the past, people have criticised Jose Mourinho for not shuffling the pack, and at Manchester United this season he has actually got abundance, as I say, of players on similar levels of ability for me, the likes of Jesse Lingard, you've got Rashford, you've even got Ashley Young. They're all, none of them are absolute certain starters at the moment, like the likes of Lingard, Martial, and all them. Juan Mata plays well sometimes, he's not always in the team, so he's got a big squad of players that all could be playing, all could be on the bench. So I think he is using the squad well. Hopefully we're going to see some wins over this coming week, and hopefully we will against Watford. It's going to be a difficult game. I would expect the likes of Troy Deeney to really cause Manchester United problems. Real big physical player up front. They've signed a couple of players. One player from AC Milan. I think he was the bloke that scored against Burnley last week out. He's on loan, so we'll have to keep an eye out for him. They did have Agallo last season banging the goals in for them, but that's been a bit of a problem for them this season. With him not scoring the goals, he's now moved on to China. He got a lot of goals from last season. Troy Deeney probably doesn't get quite enough goals for the play that he does for Watford. He's really their main player in their team, but just probably doesn't get quite enough goals for them. Probably deserves more goals for the play that he gives Watford. But I think Manchester United are just going to sneak this game. I'm just hopeful anyway that they will. I can't really see another result like they got against Arsenal. It would be a massive shock if they pulled up another shock after they beat us at home earlier in the season and beat Arsenal away last week. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I think Manchester United are just going to sneak this I'm going to go 2-1. Anyway, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. If we win this game, hopefully it will bring us closer to the race for that top 4. I think Arsenal and Liverpool play each other, not the next Premier League game, but the game after that. It will be a couple of weeks' time because we've got an FA Cup game sandwiched in between it. So probably 3 weeks' time before Arsenal and Liverpool play each other. But there's only one Premier League game after this before that is. So it's not too long. So if we can win our next 2 or 3 games, we will really close the gap and probably be in the top 4. So hopefully we can do that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.